Hi everyone, welcome to Power-Up Pilates. Are ready for a lovely 10 minutes of movement and strengthening work as well. Today we're going to be starting in our 4-point kneeling, just like we did a couple of days ago. So if you do have any issues with your knees or need an extra bit of padding on your wrists, get your little cushion and place it either underneath your knees or so that your hands can rest on it. So the ball of your hand is on the pad, and that's just going to protect this joint and give it a little bit more support. We're then going to be coming down onto lying on our front. So make sure you've got something nice and soft to lie on. A mat like this would be fine, or if you don't have that, you can lie on a rug or a folded up blanket, just whatever you have. And remember, you can always do these classes in your normal clothes as well. That's the best thing about these 10-minute sessions. Okay, so let's start in our 4-point kneeling position. So if you remember, we're going to come onto all fours and set yourself up with your hands directly underneath your shoulders, knees directly underneath your hips, and your hands really wide. So you've got lots of space between your fingers. So just check your positioning here. Make sure you're really nicely aligned, and make sure that the centers of your elbows, instead of pointing forwards, like some of you might be able to do, point each other. So that's just going to make sure that you recruit your biceps and your triceps more effectively. Okay, so from here, let's just check the positioning of our spine. So I'd like you just to tuck your tailbone between your legs and then arch your spine the other way. So you're not moving anywhere through your shoulders. You're just tucking your pelvis and sticking your bottom back out again. So just tucking and send out. So you can see that I'm going from slight flexion of my spine here to slight extension. What we're trying to find is that midpoint where we're neither flexing nor extending. It should feel quite natural, but you should also feel that you've got some tummy support here. So you're bringing your two muscles into your spine to help yourself support. Okay, let's move on to our shoulders now. So all of the exercises today are going to be fantastic for your posture. So they're going to really help open up the front of your chest and improve your posture. Okay, so just like we've done before, 4-point kneeling, then we're going to let our shoulder blades just pinch together behind the back of our spine. So our breastbone travels down and press away. So your arms stay exactly the same. It's just this movement of your shoulder blades wrapping around the back of your rib cage and pushing away. I really should have tied my hair back for this one. Realise that now. So dropping down, feel your toes are still coming in. You're not dropping down through the lower part of your spine. And you might start with a small movement. And as your muscles get warmer, you might be able to get a little bit more movement through those shoulder blades. It should feel really nice and strengthening. So great for your shoulders, great for those chest muscles as well. And just get some lovely movement in that joint, especially if you've been spending lots of time bending over or working or writing, reading, sewing, knitting, whatever you do in your spare time. Good, let's go one more time. And come back through to our start position. Okay, so we're going to move into something called threading the needle now. So if you need to, you can always take a rest, take the weight off your shoulders. Remember, you're getting a lot of pressure down through your arms, so it's great for your bone density as well. But now we're going to move into a thread the needle. We start in the same position. We're going to breathe in to prepare, and then as you breathe out, we're going to pick one hand up and slide the back of your hand between the other arm and your knee. So sliding through, bending that supporting arm and turning your head to watch your fingers. Go as far as you can, maybe until your shoulder reaches the floor. Pause here. And then as you breathe in, press through the arm and smoothly slide back to your start position. Okay, we're going to go on the other side now. So we're going to breathe in and breathe out, pick that hand up and start to slide through. So we're getting some lovely rotation through our spine while strengthening our shoulders and our arms. Pressing back through. And come back. Good, let's go again. So breathing out to slide, sending the arm through, keeping that supporting arm really, really strong, breathing in to push back. Good, let's go a few more times. This hair is really annoying me. So remember, tie your hair back. Good, pressing through and come back. We're going to go 2 more times. So think about this core connection. Always bring your toe muscles in to support you. And try and keep your hips as still as you can without wobbling them around from side to side. Round about now, you should begin to be feeling this through your shoulders and your arms, maybe even through the back of across your back as well. We go one more time to each side, breathing out to slide, in to return, and again, sliding through, really reaching through those fingers, pressing through, back through to the center, and sit back. Give your arms a bit of a rest. And we're going to work again on our chest now. So this next exercise is going to be so nice for opening out the front of your chest. We're going to do a lateral arm raise. So we're still in our 4-point kneeling. Remember, you can support yourself underneath your knees or have extra padding beneath your wrists. Gaze going directly down at the floor, toe muscles coming in your neutral spine and pelvis. We're going to breathe in. As we breathe out, we're just going to float the arm out to the side without moving your shoulders, okay? Coming back in. So you're keeping your chest square to the floor, going on the other side. It's like you're pretending to be a bird flying, okay? So your arm is going out at 90 degrees and you're trying your best to keep your shoulders as stable as possible. Release tension in your jaw. So if you're clasping your jaw together and biting your teeth, try to get that. And keep your toe muscles coming in. As you raise the arm up, you're going to feel those lower abdominals switch on to keep your spine completely still. Okay, let's breathe out again. Let's pause here, and inhale, come back to center. Going on the other side, breathing out, and pause. Inhale to return. Last one to each side here. Still keeping your shoulders really strong. Maybe feeling that a bit now as well. Breathing out, lift the arm up, and come back down, and sit your bottom back over your heels to give yourself a rest. If you need to, you can just roll your hands around so you're getting movement at the wrist joint here. And you do a few little shoulder rolls as well. Just releasing any tension that you've begun to hold there inadvertently. Super. Okay, so we're going to come down onto our fronts now. So make sure you've got lots of space around you. Get rid of any cushions that you have. And lie down onto your front. So like to lie with your legs hip distance apart, tops of your feet lengthened out on the floor behind you. Tummy muscles coming in and your elbows out wide. So you're creating a diamond shape between your forefingers and your thumbs. And your forehead is going to rest on that diamond. So your elbows are out wide and just give yourself a little bit of a wiggle around here. So tuck your rib cage under, bring your toe muscles in so you're not just flopping down on the floor. And make sure your legs are full of energy. So we're going to go into something called a diamond press. This is absolutely fantastic for your posture. It's really going to strengthen the top of your spine, get spinal extension, just help correct any rounded shoulders that you have. So forehead is down, we're going to breathe in. As we breathe out, we're going to keep our hands glued to our forehead and lift up from the floor. Keep your gaze going down, lift up, feel that extension through your spine, holding here. And inhale to come down. So you're just picking your head, neck and very top of spine off the floor. Breathing in to prepare and breathing out to lift. Now feel your legs active. That's really going to help you. So holding here and lengthening back down. Now I can already feel the spinal extensors all the way down from the top of my neck, right down to the bottom of my rib cage switch on. And that's the muscles that we're trying to target. So we're going to breathe in again. And we're going to breathe out to hold, come up. Pause here. Inhale and come down. Let's do four more like this. So you might have started really strong, but try and keep it controlled and slow. And that's really going to help you access those muscles that we need to strengthen. Make sure your elbows are coming up as well, but your shoulders are staying away from your ears. So if you feel that your shoulders are hitching up around your ears like earrings, just draw them down the back of your spine. We've got 2 more to go. Breathing out to lift up. Inhale to come down. And we have 1 more like this. Breathing out to come up. And inhale to come down. And rest here. Well done. Okay, so now we're going to turn this into something called swimming. If you have issues with your shoulders, instead of taking your arms out long in front of you, you can keep them down by your side. So your hands are flat on the floor, level with your forehead, and your elbows are bent. You can do lifts like this. So I'll show you our swimming lift in this position. So we bring ourselves up from the floor, just like we did before, but without our hands. And then as you breathe out, you're going to lift opposite arm and opposite leg. So you're breathing out to lift, inhale to lower. The movement is coming from your shoulder and your hip rather than your knee and your elbow. So this is our level 1. If you have no shoulder issues, I'd like you to move into this next level, which is where your arms are extended out in front of you at shoulder distance apart. So your hands are flat on the floor. Bring yourself up into that extended spine, just like in diamond press. Draw your shoulders away from your ears and breathe in. As we breathe out, we're going to lift opposite arm and opposite leg, floating them off the floor. Inhale, come down. I'd like to keep your torso as still as possible. You should feel the back of your shoulder, back of your glute, and the back of your thighs switching on. We're also keeping our spine in extension as well. So there's a lot going on here. Breathing out and in. Good. Breathing out and in. Out and in. Super. Out and in. Keep your torso as still as possible. Don't lose that extended spine. And if you want an extra bit of fun and challenge, you can try and go double speed. Remember to breathe and smile. Keep your gaze going down to the floor. Final one. And lengthen back down. Press through your hands and send your bottom back over your heels. Stretch your arms forward if you can and come into your lovely rest position. Just breathing in nice and wide and deep into your ribs. And just extending your spine. So you're just lengthening through your spine. Really nice to do after that spinal extension. And then when you're ready, you can bring yourself to sitting and sit however suits you on the floor. Arms nice and wide, feeling the weight going down through both your sitting bones. Imagine that piece of thread coming through the crown of your head. Breathe in and breathe out. Reach up to the ceiling, looking up and back. And sweep your arms back down. We're going to go one more time. Breathing out, reach your way up, reaching through your hands. Press the air away. And give yourself a nice clap. Well done. Hope you have a great rest of your Sunday. I'm going to be back tomorrow for more 10-minute Pilates. So any questions, please let me know. If you've done this, give me a like and say you've done it, and have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.